Hi, gorgeous. It's Papa. So I'm going to start working at the Amazon warehouse because the council job won't start until January. I would dearly like to take you to France and then come back in January. But considering how bizarre all of this is, then I'm not sure that's going to be possible. But you never know. You never know what God's plans are. So I wrote to the chap from this company, Bold Moves, which Mama has contacted to arrange for you and I to have a meeting in an environment where there's somebody else in the room, as if your father is, a bad person. I pointed out to this guy that their company works with criminals, etc. You will have heard the message before. And so he wrote back. Maybe it's just easier if I read the messages. So I think I wrote to what I wrote to him. He wrote back saying, this was at 3:47, saying, "Dear Trenton, I have been asked to provide a service to your family. The contact center allows children to spend time with you in the situation your family is currently in. It is not an admission of guilt, but an opportunity in a difficult situation. If you feel you do not want to use this service at present, please let me know." Didn't answer my questions at all. So their organization is so I wrote back to him at 3:50. "Dear Frank, thank you for getting back to me. Please call me on my phone number. Who asked you to provide this service? Please answer my questions. May I ask you to provide the proof provided to you that I am an abuser and need to have supervision to see my very own daughter? If she, my wife, did not," and then in brackets, "which I know she did not, as there's no evidence at all, why have you taken on this case? Why have you not told her there is no evidence, so you need to sit down and speak with your husband and find a way forward? Why have you not told her that she has no right to prevent the father from seeing and speaking to his daughter? Why have you not told her to make all efforts to restore our marriage, your marriage? It appears to me you might be assisting her in gaslighting me and destroying my daughter's very positive view of me. Bests, Trenton Oldfield." He wrote back at 4 p.m. "Dear Trenton, I do not think I will be able to work with you at this stage or discuss further." Absolutely appalling, unprofessional thing to say. I'm shocked. "I provide a contact center that provides the opportunity for children to spend time with their parents during adult conflict or difficulties in communication between parents. The child's mother asked me to contact you regarding this matter. There is no evidence provided to me. I do not require any evidence to set up this service." Imagine that. Imagine. I do not pass messages between parents other than to set up the service. If you feel that you've been a victim of domestic abuse, you should seek support and guidance from the council, from the government. Kind regards, Frank. I wrote back at 4:22, "Dear Frank, you cannot sign me into a system which essentially destroys my character and then make a claim you cannot work with me. How can you imagine that this is okay? This is very unprofessional and immoral, appalling. Truly, how can you even imagine speaking to me this way? I think you need to take a serious look at yourself and your service ideals. I'm appalled you took this on without having or asking for any evidence whatsoever. I knew you didn't have any, as there is none. This is amazingly unprofessional and immoral. How can you participate, let alone encourage this? Imagine supporting the demonization and destruction of a father in front of an innocent child. I encourage you to take a long, hard look at this and see if what you have done is right or wrong. Reflect and reflect again. May I suggest you have a meeting with your colleagues and reflect on how you take on cases and what you need for them to be taken on. You might also want to consider what you say to people who come to you with no evidence, court orders, etc. May I suggest you tell them not to use services and revisit your marriage vows, the law, and so on. It is immoral and wrong to put people into a situation where they are effectively criminalized, demonized, and may I suggest this is spelt out. This is spelt out to the person that is doing this and point out they cannot use your service to do this. I'm happy to assist you with this if you need any further insight on the topic. You have my email and phone number. This is what your boss writes on her own LinkedIn page. We specialize in delivering group work programs on domestic violence, emotional control, and intervention to parents where there has been abuse. We also offer a service to military veterans who are in the criminal justice system. We deliver training to agencies working with perpetrators of abuse and on working with female offenders. To continue our ethos of making children's lives better, we are now running child contact centres to provide a safe place for parents to meet and spend time with their children. A safe place. As if you're in danger. I'm so disgusted. So that's what she wrote on her. I have not abused anyone and there is no safety issues for my daughter whatsoever, and I will not be gaslighted by my wife nor by your organization. This is an utter disgrace. I will be sure to make this known to the Charity Commission if you do not reflect on what you have done and do not reflect and consider your protocols and evidence requirements. I will write in 2 weeks' time to see if you considered my points with your team boss. I do not want another parent to go through this. Yours truly, Trenton Oldfield. And then at 4:40 I wrote, Dear Frank, I've checked the Charity Commission and Companies House search function. It appears this is a purely profit-driven company. You make money from destroying children like my daughter and me too. Yours truly, Trenton Oldfield. And then at 4:46 I wrote, Dear Frank, your company is already breaking the law by not providing its details on its website and in its email. And I put a link to the requirements that you must do for your company when you set one up. You must put the company number, etc. This is required since 2007. What a mess. Yours truly, Trenton Oldfield. I cannot believe this, daughter. This is just insane. This is insane. There is nothing. This is so appalling. You're my daughter. You were abducted and stolen from me. And these services exist which destroy families. Absolutely destroy families. I'm just disgusted. I'm learning so much, Bobs. I'm so pleased I can see that. I'm so grateful to God. There is so much crazy in the world. Like so much. You should be with your father. We should be together as a family. We should be working together. These organizations make money out of destroying us. Absolutely. Just wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, sweet. I'm so sorry. I just keep praying, Baba. I keep praying. This is just heartbreaking. I'm so sorry, sweet. I love you. We'll get there. I love you, Pops.